We're off to tell Quentin to stop on his fucking warpath because shit's about to get heavy. Hopefully we make it in time.
All right.
The one thing exciting about this game is they have, you know, continuing side quests, you know, for
Don't tell me I'm too late.
full-on story, like this one, and the blacksmith one.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must
Now
be
if that's
the
a
guard
bad
dog.
boy, let's
Quentin.
fucking destroy it.
I'll hold it off. You go.
But
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog.
Oh, we gotta upgrade our fucking, can we do it now? Please tell me we can do this now. Nah, damn. Well, that was easy. Enemy slain. Now we have to upgrade that thunder ASAP. I forgot to look before. After this cutscene.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice, my faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Oh shit, with Aether. Everywhere.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Damn it, indeed. I want to upgrade my fucking abilities quickly.
Richard's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. This one. Over here.
Finally, can we upgrade? Mastered Judgment Bolt. Excellent. That's going to be so useful later on. Let's try it now.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Too slow.
Enemy slain.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Sometime later.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's
Mate,
life's ambition.
just come to the hideaway. Plenty of room.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
Why? After what I... Why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
Or go to the hideaway, bro.
And another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Quest complete. Fear for great justice too. Something displaying Clive's chambers. Another accessory and a meteorite. Never got just one more side quest to do before we speak of Otto. And that is over here. In Bocklid.
Well met.
Oh, that's better.
You've a discerning eye.
That's better.
A fine choice.
That's also better.
Many thanks. You've a
Now where's this side quest? It is
discerning
here.
eye.
Right here.
We're going to do this. We'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Could be a monster down here, so let's have a little look.
This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again. You're finished.
Enemy slain.
That's all of them. Come on, Tom. Well, let's head back to Boklad.
After we do this side quest, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and upgrade all our new gear.
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Quest complete. Trading places.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravan.
Cool. Double check if any other side quests to do before we go back in to the hideaway. Seems all good. We'll check the monster board too, just in case there's any new monsters to take down. And I think we got a reward as well from that chick. So first things first, gonna go to the blacksmith and upgrade the new gear we bought.
Yep. So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you.
Sweet as, that's awesome. Let's change the music too while we're at it.
Which song should we listen?
How are we supposed to do our duty with the Hills? How indeed.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts. All yours.
All done?
First things first, we're going to change this music because this is not what I want. It's not the vibe of the Hideaway that I want. This is like battle music, and I don't want battle music at all. That's much better. Alright. See, I find it, the drawer. There we go. Let's make our way to fight the Dread Comet.
Faster! No holding back. You deserve a rest.
Alright, let's take it down.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken. Nice try.
Sweet as. Notorious Mark Slain. And I think it's a level up as well. Level 41. That's a big upgrade in HP. Attack up by 2. All looking good. And a Comet Feather.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
Now we need to go to Lost Wing, wherever that is. Gotta find it. Lost Wing. And we're going down here. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get there. I think this is the right way. Oh no, it's a big fella with a huge cannon. The holy trumpeter. Rank B.
Bring out the bearers! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin! You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Notorious Mark slain. Now we can head back to Otto. Scarletite. Cool.
Your work here is done.
Let's have a look at our abilities after we get back to the hideaway. See if there's anything we can upgrade. That's an ability I don't want to learn. Let's upgrade Limit Break next. At 1,000. That's also interesting.
Cole said it was an army. happened to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
then everyone in Port Isolde's in danger.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sink?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Pause if you want to read it. I've finished reading.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otter might know. Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was? Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything? I think Sid may have hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before. They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is. Well, don't look at me.
Something for the engine, I'd imagine.
I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well. Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Quest complete. Like father, like daughter. Ooh, 500 ability points, close to getting limit break.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh? Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails.
We've got 2 quests to do first. 3 quests to do first. Please, sir, can I have some marble? Alright, let's do that. The ironworks can wait, because I don't know when the side quests... The side quests can disappear too if you progress too much, so best to do them straight away.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt book.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Whispering Waters Rosaria. Carrot, rank B. It's right there. Easy as.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Oh, there's Carrot, rank B.
Couldn't have been just any Morble, could it? All right then.
Notorious Mark slain. That's almost enough to upgrade our limit break.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Which song should we listen?
That's some nice music.
He's a surly soaker.
Maybe this might give us some more potion carry space. Just a thought.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
Sometime later.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards.
Yes, it is. Awesome.
Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Quest complete. Please, sir, can I have some marble? Consumable potency maximized. So, not more storage, but the potions do more healing, which is cool. Sounds good to me. Now to do some more side quests.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything, but I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. This one. It's over.
Enemies slain.
will be enough.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Elysia, but Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service, but my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change, and we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
That was interesting. Cool backstory. Quest complete. Tears of Mercy. I think before we start the next side quest, we got a reward to pick up. First off, we got an accessory a while ago. I haven't checked. Hey Apollo, how you going, man? We got a necklace or something, and I want to check it out quickly before we continue. How you going? How's your stream? I'm doing alright, can't complain. Okay, it just increases Lionheart tonic duration. Not worth changing. But we do have a cheeky reward to pick up.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Wow, 2.5k ability points? You're
All
joking.
yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Well, that's definitely fix up limit break. Oh, they made my, yeah, they made my, I got the Fiverr, they made my panels and shit, but I only changed them since I don't use Bomber as my avatar or anything. Flames of Rebirth. I need to quickly Google this to see if that's an ability. I think we'll just go with Limit Break again. Alright, we got one more side quest to do. Where is that? Over here.
Alright, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I say.
Did you hear about the new Twitch things that came out?
And he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that.
Sorry, Twitter. The new Twitter rules for like viewing posts and stuff.
Maybe
I'd speak to him again. Well,
they're limiting how much you can view posts and comment on posts and stuff if you're not verified.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as
Well,
I have a moment.
I didn't think I was looking that much on Twitter or scrolling too much, and it's fucking, I can't comment or look at posts now, and it's just really annoying. And I can't even verify myself because my account isn't a month old yet. Yeah, I want to see if they revert it in about a couple of days because everyone's saying it's everyone's not liking it. They think it's bullshit, and I agree.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
After this cutscene, I'm gonna restart my stream.
Don't be like that.
Fine.
Because I record these in parts for an hour, then I export them to YouTube.
The work of Zoltan.
And if it goes longer than an hour, it's a bitch to download and export from my computer.
I ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows.
So I just use the Twitch's video producer thing.
I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed.
Oh, I'm able to export the videos straight after I do it. I've got like 36 episodes scheduled for upload, like for date for like being public.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Alright, I'll be about 2 minutes, just going to restart and then export the video. Thank you very much for watching this part. In the next part, we'll be doing the side quest and then going on with the main story. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.